Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have 4 Loki versus Iso8a. They banned Hulk, Titania, and Silk. Ghost and Kingpin are globally banned for the season. Alright, looking to build on a win that we had last war. For this war, I am dropping Shuri for the team. I am bringing White Magneto, and I'm really bringing him for his pre-fights initially. I'm going to select a K because SpiderGwen will be doing a bulk of the heavy lifting against some of the more loved Mystic defenders who happen to be Sugar Pill. Now, I'm just kind of looking over, again, the screen always gets me. This time I'm like, okay, I have everything I need. I've already double checked this before I started the video, and I pause here like always, just thinking something is wrong. But looking at my path, I am in section 1, I'm on path 5. I will be taking that Kindred on the Ebb and Flow Knockdown, Debuff Immunity node, and Force of Will. I'm just kind of burning some energy right here, so I'm going to apply... oh, I guess I don't apply my White Magneto pre-fight there. I have that Nick Fury on Ebb and Flow Knockdown, and I can use Peni for him. I've taken him with Professor X a bunch there, and with White Magneto. And now we have relics for an easier knockdown, so you know, we'll see how that goes. I did want to use Peni there, but you know, we'll get to that fight in a second. For now, this Kindred. So SpiderGwen is rank 2, and I'm obviously boosted her here, and I have mutant power backs because I'm going to be using White Magneto for the next fight. But this SpiderGwen is going to hit extremely hard right off the bat, and the plan basically is to never knock him down. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to keep up my my damage over time mitigation with my my wither debuffs that I place on him. So that's exactly what I'm doing, so I don't have to basically worry about the degen. See there how it's on, but I have 5 debuffs. If I would knock him down, he would go debuff immune, and then I'd have to worry about his degen. So you can see about 40 seconds into the fight, he's at 50%, and I have not taken the protection down. He throws at SB2. I go to punish it, but he was in the degen mode still, or nightmare outbreak, and so I didn't get a pause. And basically what I want to do here is get him to his 5% where he roots me, and then throw my special. Now, as I was getting close to this, I was like, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll use my relic to knock him down when he gets to 5%, and then the special 3 with a Fury down will kill him. However, I don't know what happened here. I throw my relic and it kicks me way back there. So I throw my special 3, and I'm like, okay, well, at this point I throw my special to get out of the root. It should kill him, but right there it didn't kill him. And I'm like, what the heck? But the damage afterwards did kill him. I was really confused on what happened there. I'm still not too sure, but ultimately it was fine. And this is the fight that I did want to use Peni for, because Peni basically kills Fury after his first life. She doesn't let his second life come back. And which is great because he goes stun immune with the real Nick Fury, and then it's harder to knock him down. But I didn't want to get a bleed on me. He can go unblockable if you mismanage his tactical charges, and using a mutant just seemed like the better call, because I have done this fight and I'm comfortable with it. And I'm also kind of comfortable with this, like staying away from him and holding block slightly, or having him come at me. I do that for Professor X a lot, so he doesn't throw that SB1. But you see here, he throws his SB1, but he has 4 tactical charges, and my plan is to simply parry, remove 1, and heavy at this point. And I want to throw my special 2 to get power back. I'm gonna push him over 2 bars. I get a good chunk back here, and so far the fight's going well. Okay. And ideally what I want to do is heavy him right as he dies to get the Fury up, and then I can throw my special 2. So he's still got some life left here. I throw that bleed, And here's where I make a big mistake. I actually hit him to kill him there. And what I should have done is just let him throw that special 2, heavy him, and then I would basically be at a bar. And then I make another mistake where I eat a special 2, so I can't even combo into the relic to get a knockdown. But there I get an opening, intercept, and I knock him down. I intercept with a special 2. I don't get as much power back as I'd like. And now I'm like, okay, I got to build to that special 2. Do not rush this with the protection down, because I want to make sure that I can throw the special 2 and then have another bar of power after. And that's ultimately what I do. Push him to 2 bars there, and I can close it out with my special 1 here, and he goes down. I did eat that SB2, and thankfully, you know, I had the indestructible boost, so it was fine. Next up, I have this Sasquatch on path 5B, the second node. Somebody else took the first node. There was a spot there. But I'm placing a white magneto pre-fight, and I'm throwing on my big science boost because I have never taken Sassy on this mighty charge, and was a little worried about it. It is a rank 2, and the plan basically is to spam SB1s and keep him ineverated in the corner as much as possible. Get an intercept, obviously, when it's there, and maximize the fury on the intercept with Ineverate, basically, because I don't have to worry about building his power and baiting as many specials. And that is something that goes that gets missed by SpiderGwen's kit versus Sassy here, because while this is mighty charge, you can keep him in the corner here, and Ineverate that stops him from getting his rage stacks. And you see here, I'm just pounding him and maximizing that whole fury uptime, and he's down to 57% in the first 30 seconds. And I'm like, all right, cool. I get another intercept there, and I throw my special 1 to start the mode again, and he's cornered again. So I'm like, all right, this is going beautifully at this point. You know, his regen is kicking in, and he's only at 3 rage stacks now. And now I'm like, okay, so what do I want to do? I want to basically throw that special 3 to end the fight, but I want to do it in Wrath. So when all his damage mitigation from those rage stacks are over. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw this special 3 and end it, and it should be more than enough. This person was actually running recoil. You couldn't notice the beginning because it shrugged the debuffs, but the damage from the specials was there, so it actually helped when he threw that last special 1. So that went really, really well. I was really happy with that fight, and now I'm taking America Chavez on the debuff immune prowess buildup ebb and flow knockdown mini. So I'm using white magneto pre-fight, and I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do this. I can remove her negative zones or dimensions actually with a wither, but if I knock her down, she goes debuff immune, so I can't place a wither. So she has 300k health. I was like, okay, well, maybe SpiderGwen can actually just not knock her down and just remove the dimensions as they get up, and deal that. But the first combo, I wasn't really particularly excited with the damage, so I heavy her after, and there I'm dealing some damage, and I'm like, all right, that works. But then she parries me, and that evade saves me, so I still have 2 hits on my indestructible. That evade is going to be big. That Peni Parker synergy that gets me those 5 charges and helps with my evade is going to come in clutch as this fight goes on, because as you can see, I'm not dealing too much damage, and at this point I've conceded that that I can only knock her down basically when she has below a bar of power, because right there I realized I knocked her down. She throws a heavy, and I can't remove it until the debuff immunity goes away. So I take this special 2 with only 2 prowess on the block, and it does a good chunk of damage, and I'm like, wow, I need to keep that prowess in check, or I need to make sure she has her negative zone up while she throws her special 2, so I can auto evade it with SpiderGwen's mechanics. But that's still a scary thing to do. Her Chavez special 2, you know, nobody likes to see that thing, but here it is again. So at this point, I'm trying to bait it and just take it on the block and minimize the prowess that she has. At a certain point, I just decide to combo her because her prowess is building way too high at this point. So I'm gonna parry there, and she doesn't throw it, and I just decide, okay, combo into relic, knock her down, and then throw my special 3. I'm gonna tank her special 3, and she will have her dimensions up to reflect some damage, but she should be almost dead if this doesn't kill. She's right in the zone, and it's 1%, and after the fight, she dies. So yeah, that got kind of sketch, and I have to fight that fight again in this the 11th war, so we'll see how that goes. Shout out to Andrew, Karate Mike, and B McG for the MVPs. We did lose this war, unfortunately, so we'll see how we do in the next one.